Historical accounts of traditional Inuit food preparation describe a remarkable absence of culinary complexity. Foods were eaten frozen, raw, or boiled. Few ingredients were combined. Spices were essentially absent. There were no sauces, no elaborate preparations, no multi-ingredient dishes in the modern sense. This simplicity was partly logistical. The Arctic environment didn't offer a spice rack or a pantry, but it produced a nutritional outcome that researchers have found instructive in unexpected ways. Food consumed in its most recognizable whole form retains nutrients that processing systematically removes, and avoiding complex ingredient combinations eliminates the anti-nutrients, additives, and inflammatory compounds that modern food processing introduces. The contrast with modern eating patterns is stark. The average processed food product in a contemporary grocery store contains dozens of ingredients, many of them unrecognizable as food components: emulsifiers, stabilizers, flavor enhancers, preservatives, added colorings. The food science term for this category, ultra-processed food, has become a significant focus of epidemiological research, and the findings are consistently unfavorable. Ultra-processed food consumption correlates with higher rates of obesity, metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, and certain cancers, even when caloric intake is controlled. The mechanism appears to involve not just excess sugar and sodium, but the cumulative effects of industrial additives on gut permeability, microbiome composition, and satiety signaling. What the Inuit simplicity principle offers is a useful corrective framework. When a food has one ingredient, salmon, seal meat, berries, there's no hidden inflammatory load, no additive burden, no disguised sugar. The body receives what the food actually is rather than what industrial processing has transformed it into. This transparency has practical value for identifying food sensitivities because an elimination approach built on simple whole foods makes it far easier to identify which specific ingredients may be driving symptoms. The positive case for simplicity deserves emphasis. Cooking simple whole food meals requires less preparation time than most people assume, costs less per nutrient than processed convenience foods when calculated honestly, and removes decision fatigue around ingredient lists and nutritional labels. A piece of salmon with steamed vegetables is nutritionally superior to almost any packaged meal, regardless of how many health claims appear on the label. One important caveat: nutritional simplicity should not be confused with nutritional monotony. The Inuit achieved variety through different animal species across seasons, not through ingredient complexity within a single meal. Modern applications of the simplicity principle should similarly emphasize variety across meals and time periods, even while keeping individual preparations straightforward. Rotating protein sources, eating seasonal produce, and avoiding the trap of eating the same 5 simple foods repeatedly is how the principle works in practice, without creating deficiency through repetition.